Good afternoon, and welcome to Utica High School's commencement ceremony for the graduating class of 1996. My name is Holly Volgar, and I stand before you as the senior class president of 1996. When I began to write this speech, I didn't know exactly what to say to a group of people that I've been with for 6 or perhaps even 13 years, maybe 3. We've all shared some great times. We can proudly look back and think of all the memories we've made since the first day of school, at homecoming, football games, spring break, prom, and graduation. We stand receiving proud smiles and adoration from those that are here today to watch us finish our high school careers. Thank you to all that have helped us to become what we are today, our major supporters, parents, teachers, friends, and those that urge us to strive to be our best. I read a quote in a book of mine that really affected me. Every action of our lives touches on some chord that will vibrate in eternity. This quote reflects on the graduating class of 1996. We stand here thanking Utica High School for preparing us for the world of tomorrow and for the world-class education that we received. Today is where we part to move on with our lives, with a bright and confident beginning to our futures. Some of us will be registering in the armed forces. Others will be going on to college, and some of us will enter the workforce, but we are all ready for the challenges and opportunities that the world of tomorrow will bring us. We all have talents that reside in each individual. We will be the next success stories. Here today, among us, may be the person that develops the cure for cancer, someone that will win an Oscar, or when you turn on the television in a few years, we may see one of our fellow high school classmates delivering an address as the President of the United States. But in 5 years, when you receive information about our class reunions, which I will need lots of help preparing for, we can all come together and share in each other's successes. From this day forth, what we do today will affect our world of tomorrow. So in closing, I wish all of you the best of luck in the world. Don't go where the path may lead, but instead, go where there is no path and leave a trail. Follow this quote, and may God bless each and every one of you.
Thank you, Holly. Good afternoon, and welcome on behalf of the faculty, administration, Board of Education. It is an honor to welcome parents of the graduates of the class of 1996 commencement address. I'd like to digress from my written speech for a minute and thank the class of 96 for the gift that was given to me yesterday at practice. As you know, this is my last graduation from Utica High School, and I really appreciated that, so I'd like to thank the class for that. It is personally gratifying to me to be graduating with the class of 1996 after 52 years of going to school, 4 times longer than most of the graduates. My wife and I feel it is time for me to graduate from Utica Community Schools. I would like to thank all of the parents, students, colleagues for the support and encouragement they have given me over the last 7 years. Utica High School is a great high school. One of my favorite activities while I was at Utica High School was to go to the parenting class and read one of my favorite books. The title of that book was, and it's famous because it was a graduation address, it was written by Dr. Seuss, called "Oh, the Places You'll Go." One of my favorite quotes from that book, and I think this really spells how I feel about the class of 1996, goes like this: "And you will succeed, yes, you will indeed. 98.75% guaranteed. Kids, you'll move mountains. Today is your day. Your mountain is waiting, so get on your way." All of today's ceremonies is being taped and will be shown on the local cable channel 9 several times in the near future. Also, each graduate will be photographed as they receive their diploma. We therefore request that the parents and friends stay off the floor. Also, in consideration of the class of 1996 and in recognition of this solemn occasion, I would like to request that the audience remain seated until all of the graduates have left the floor and please hold your applause until all the names of the graduates have been announced. It is my pleasure to announce or to introduce to you the platform guests and special guests. Each and every one of them has contributed to the success of the graduates of the class of 1996. Starting with Mrs. Ruth Williamson, Associate Principal, Utica High School. Mr. Robert Riley, Assistant Superintendent for Instruction. Mr. Steve Truman, Board of Education Trustee. Mr. Kevin Lohmeyer, Board of Education Trustee. Mrs. Christine Robichaud, Board of Education Trustee. Dr. Carol Clino, President, Board of Education. Dr. Joan Sargent, Superintendent, Utica Community Schools. Mrs. Becky Higby, Vice President, Board of Education. Mr. Greg Wotovich, Secretary, Board of Education. Mr. Dave Berube, Assistant Superintendent of Human Resources. Dr. Frank Pichel, Assistant Superintendent for Business Affairs. Mr. Richard Pearson, Associate Principal at Utica High School. In the second row, I am pleased to announce some very important people. Salutatorian for the class of 1996, Steve Ross. Co-valedictorian sitting next to him, Timothy McCaskey. Co-valedictorian, Courtney Higgin. Co-valedictorian, James Hendrickson. Co-valedictorian, Anna DiMaggio. Co-valedictorian, Charius Dieter. Co-valedictorian, Jeremy Chambers. Next is Mrs. Linda Schimmelman from the Fine Arts Department. Mrs. Beverly Hoag, representing the Counseling Department. Miss Eileen Gifford, representing the Foreign Language Department. Mr. Dale Souls, representing the Industrial Arts Department. And Mr. Jim Hall, our administrative intern. In the back row are some people that maybe you will remember, and maybe some of you wouldn't because maybe they're new, but these are the principals from the elementaries and the junior highs that feed into Utica High School. Mr. Tom McMillan, who is the principal of Wiley Elementary. Mr. Robert O'Brien, principal of West Utica Elementary. Mr. Vaughn Shepard, principal of Shushardt Elementary. Ms. Cheryl Swanson, Dr. Cheryl Swanson, principal of Flickinger Elementary. Mr. George Teagbord, principal of Burr Elementary. Ms. Beth Houghton, assistant principal at Epler Junior High. Mr. Don Naraki, principal of Epler Junior High. And next we have Mr. Mark Jackson, representing the Science Department. Ms. Sue Kaplan, representing Special Services. Ms. Leslie Partovich, representing the Special Education Department. And finally on stage we have Mr. Jim Bird, who represents the Social Studies Department. Also sitting off on the side are some real important people. We have more people that attended this graduation from our staff this year than we've ever had before. And I don't have them in any certain order, and I don't know if I can see them all from here with the bright lights, but let's start off by introducing the new principal of Utica High School, who will officially start July 1st, Mr. Jim Bannon. Next to him, I see Martha Kent from the English Department, Marcia Manette from the library, Shirley Bray, Penny Messerneck from our Life Skills Department. One time I forgot Penny's name in the middle of a graduation. Miss Messerneck from the Life Skills, Christy Wilson from our Math Department, Jill Pearson from our English Department and Foreign Language, Lisa Cintilli from the Math Department, Ray Pelagia from our Science Department. I would like to introduce Mr. and Mrs. Zammit together because they all work for the graduation. Mr. and Mrs. Zammit, would you stand together? And finally, Mr. David Riley, who is also a member of our Social Studies Department. I see some real important people sitting in the back also. I see Stacy Fletcher, who teaches our Foreign Language Department. I also see Donna Egger from our Business Department. I see, Harriet Schwartz, Special Education Department. Mr. Dwayne Hogue, who is a retired math teacher. And then a very important person in my life is my wife, Joanne Mann, who teaches at McGehee Elementary. Thank you.
afternoon, fellow graduates, parents, faculty, and administration. My name is Michelle Billette, and I am the Vice President of the graduating class of 1996. On this day, I have been given the great pleasure of introducing to you Dr. Joan C. Sargent. Dr. Sargent received her bachelor's degree of arts at Eastern Michigan University. From there, she went on to get her master's degree at Oakland University. She then earned her doctorate degree in educational leadership at Western Michigan. Dr. Sargent has begun her career as a teacher in the Troy City School District, where she taught for 3 years. Soon after, she became the director of the College Without Walls program and moved on to be an instructor at Macomb Community College. For the next 6 years, Dr. Sargent worked as a language arts consultant and a director for computer education at Chippewa Valley Schools. She became a director of instruction for 3 years. Just recently, Dr. Sargent was the associate superintendent of the Warren Consolidated Schools and is currently the superintendent of Utica Community Schools. Dr. Sargent has had much success throughout her life and has been an active member of many organizations. She has worked her way up to the top as the superintendent of Utica Community Schools. And now, I am very honored to introduce to you today Dr. Joan C. Sargent.
Thank you, Michelle. To the members of the class of 1996, congratulations. This is an important occasion and one I hope you long remember. Commencement is often a time of mixed emotions, excitement as you receive your diploma and share the joys and exuberance of your classmates, nostalgia as you and your friends recall the fun and activities of days past, maybe trepidation as you look towards tomorrow, not quite sure of what challenges you'll face in the future. But most of all, this is a day of accomplishment. Savor your diploma and the many personal triumphs that have occurred during your years at Utica High School. All of us at Utica Community Schools share in your pride, and we share in your accomplishments. The class of 1996 at Utica High School has recorded an admirable record of success and achievement. You have received a galaxy of regional and state academic awards, both as individuals and as teams. Your athletic teams have excelled at the conference, county, and state levels, and your musicians and artists have received state and national accolades. As a class, you have established a level of achievement which future classes will find hard to match. I encourage you to continue to set high standards for yourself. You play an important role in this country's history. Aristotle wrote, "The fate of an empire depends on the education of its youth." I congratulate you as individuals, and I thank you for the pride and honor that you have brought to Utica Community Schools. I also thank your parents for the sacrifices they have made and the guidance they have provided so that you can take your next step into the future. And I thank your teachers for the help and instruction they have given you over the years so that you will be prepared for the future that you're about to face. One phase of your life ends today, but another exciting one begins tomorrow. Only you can determine what that tomorrow and the next tomorrow will bring. Judging by your past record, I am confident that those tomorrows will bring you success and self-satisfaction. Good luck, class of 1996. You've done a great job. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Sargent. I did, as I sat back down and I started looking over my notes, I missed some very important introductions. Every year I've done this, by the way, but I finally am going to introduce Sandy Osett from our finance department, who happens to sit on the floor and conducting our band. So, Mrs. Osett, would you please stand? Also, we have two other people that really helped to organize our graduation ceremonies today. And those two people are Steve Haley, our half activities director, and Linda Kamen. Academically, the class of 1996 was outstanding. As you know, I introduced to you our 6 valedictorians. We also have on stage our salutatorian. It's really an honor for me to introduce these people to you today. And first, I'd like to introduce to you our salutatorian for the class of 1996, and that's Stephen Michael Ross. Stephen will be attending Boston University in the fall of 1996. He received the Dean's Scholarship in the College of Engineering as well as the Boston University grant. Steve is a member of the National Honor Society. He was a member of the varsity debate team for 3 years. He is also a member of the forensics team and the Quill and Scroll Society at Utica High. Stephen Ross, salutatorian for the class of 1996. And now to introduce our 6 valedictorians. All of our valedictorians had a grade point average of 4.0 and above. They all chose to speak at today's ceremonies for the class of 1996. The first speaker is Jeremy Harold Chambers. Jeremy? Jeremy plans on attending Elam Bible Institute in Lima, New York, where he will be studying to become either a missionary or a pastor. Jeremy is a member of the National Honor Society. He was also involved in the Utica High School Chorale and Christian Youth Group. Jeremy was very involved with the Hearts on Fire youth group at his church and was in fact served as a student pastor. Jeremy Chambers.
I'd like to start out by thanking a few people. Our superintendent, Dr. Sargent, President Clino of the Board of Education, the entire Board of Education, Mr. Mann, who has done an excellent job here at Utica High School, the administration and faculty at Utica High, as well as my fellow graduates. I'd especially like to thank my parents, Harold and Connie Chambers, and my sister Kimberly for all their support and encouragement. Finally, I'd like to thank Jesus Christ, my Lord and Savior, who has made me what I am, and I wouldn't be standing here without him. We have come here today with a wide variety of ambitions, dreams, and goals. Some of us plan on attending a university or a local college or going off into the armed forces. Some of us plan on working full-time. Some of us have a career already picked out to aim for, and some of us have yet to choose. However, regardless of our diverse goals and dreams, we all have one thing in common. We all share the pride of being a part of the class of '96 at Utica High School. Today is a decisive moment for each of us. Because after today, all of our accomplishments throughout the last 12, 13 years will be summed up by one thing: a diploma. Awards may look good on the wall and trophies might look nice on the shelf, but the only thing that will get us anywhere in our future is our diploma. And that makes us all equals here today. What we become now is completely up to us. What we become will not only determine our personal destinies, but it will shape our communities, our state, our country, and in effect, the world. We've been labeled the nameless generation, or Generation X. We need to show the world that we refuse to remain nameless. For we are determined to change this country for the better. We can't afford to sit back and complain about our country's condition. Instead, we need to step out and create solutions, taking an active role in our country. We can do all things through Christ who strengthens us. We are all proud to be here today. Now let's see to it that when we come back for future reunions, we're proud of what we've become. Thank you, class of '96. God bless you.
Our next valedictorian is Cherish Hope Dieter. Cherish has selected to go to Kenyon College and is planning to study psychology. Cherish is a National Merit Scholarship finalist. She was a member of the Macomb County All-Academic Team. She had her picture in the paper with me. She was a member of the National Honor Society, was involved in our drama and forensics program at Utica High School. Cherish Dieter.
Good afternoon, Dr. Sargent, board members, Mr. Mann, administration, faculty, parents, honored guests, and class of 1996. Albert Hubbard once said, "I believe in courtesy, in kindness, in generosity, in good cheer, in friendship, and in honest competition. I believe there is something doing somewhere for every man ready to do it. I believe I'm ready right now." The virtues in this creed are lessons which we graduates have learned over our years in school. We've learned to be courteous, to treat one another with respect. We respect one another's opinions and ideas, although they are different from our own. We've learned to be kind. We sincerely care about each other. We listen to one another's problems and go out of our way to help. We've learned to be generous, to give of ourselves to help one another. Each of us has made individual sacrifices for our friends. We've learned to be cheerful. We take whatever comes our way and smile, even when things go wrong. We appreciate the little joys of life, happinesses which are often missed. We've learned to be friends, to laugh and cry together. We've built many special friendships which will last a lifetime and met people we will never forget. We've learned to compete. We've participated in different activities, and we've learned to take pride in our accomplishments. These and other lessons which we've learned will sustain us for the rest of our lives, and each of us should take time to thank the people who taught them to us. I'd like to thank the special people in my life, my parents, teachers, friends, and relatives for the support they've given me. And I know that as the creed states, there is something out there to do for everyone who is ready to do it. I believe the class of 1996 is ready right now.
Thank you, Cherish. Anna Marie DiMaggio. Anna has chosen to attend the University of Michigan and plans on majoring in biology. She hopes to pursue a career in genetic research. Anna was the treasurer of the National Honor Society. She's also a member of the Utica High School varsity tennis team. Anna DiMaggio.
Good afternoon, parents, faculty, administration, Board of Education members, Dr. Sargent, Mr. Mann, President Clino, and graduating class of 1996. Before I begin, I'd like to start off by thanking my parents for all the support and trust they've put in me over the years. I'm the first graduate in my family, and it's certainly an honor to be standing here not only representing myself, but also my parents and fellow graduates. The common bond that brings us here together today, both students and parents alike, is the goal we set for ourselves a long time ago. This goal is graduation, as simple as it may sound. However, it was not so simple for everybody to achieve. Many have struggled to accomplish this goal. Dedication, motivation, and ambition are what brought us this far. Every member of this graduating class should be proud of this accomplishment and now must begin to focus on new goals to take us into the future. The most important goal we should aspire to is to maintain qualities from our youth even while we're busy being adults. We should remain carefree, adventurous, and genuine, and take these characteristics with us as we go. Some of us will go to college, and others will enter the workforce or military. Whatever we end up doing, we should remain committed to this goal of holding on to our youth in our adult lives. I challenge everyone to be adventurous and take risks, to be carefree and not worry so much, and to be genuine and truthful to yourself. Good luck, graduates.
Thank you, Anna. Our next valedictorian is James Joseph Hendrickson. James has selected the GMI Engineering and Management Institute and plans on majoring in computer engineering. James was the president of the National Honor Society and participated in the Science Olympiad. James was a member of the Utica High School Quiz Bowl team and was active on the NASA Cooperative Satellite Learning Project. James Hendrickson.
I would like to welcome the Superintendent, Dr. Sargent, the Board of Education and its President, Dr. Clino, the administration, faculty, parents, honored guests, and fellow graduates. As you know, we have 2 special graduates this year as well. Our principal, Mr. Mann, and our associate principal, Mr. Pearson, are retiring their positions this year. I thank you both for working to make Utica High a great school. Today, I choose to make a speech about the thing which has allowed me to give it, the power of a dream. Once, I was trying to explain to my grandfather about how I wanted to climb to a star. I will get a really long ladder and start climbing toward the star, 1 step at a time, I said. What if the ladder ends? He asked. I will get another ladder and attach it to the top, I answered. One of the greatest achievements of humankind is the ability to dream. Dreams are the building blocks of our future. Look at us. We are a product of the dream. If you ask my mother, she would say I was a product of those dreams. The class of '96 is rewarded the same honor, and together we will build reality. The hopes and aspirations of brave individuals are what make this world as we know it possible. Dreams shape our future because determined individuals choose to make them a reality. Dreams give us the ambition to seek and achieve our own happiness. It is not an easy task to fight the weight of the world each day of our lives. Unfortunately, many people have lost sight of their true desires, and most of them regret it. The fact is this: when we limit our dreams, we also limit our happiness. As I give this speech, I am fulfilling one of my own dreams, and believe me, it feels great. I stand here now as an example of how we can achieve our goals by finding that self-motivation to maintain a high integrity of determination and perseverance. I know that life is full of harsh realities, which act as ropes holding us down from our dreams. In time, the world will try to bring us down to earth with its huge gravity, but let it not crush us. Remember the strength of self-faith and the support we receive from our family and friends. The strength we give each other will help us climb to the next step. I would like to thank my parents and grandparents for giving me the strength to climb higher in the pursuit of my dreams. Let us think of those dreams which make us smile and then face the challenge of the day. When you reach the end of your ladder, extend it, and you will succeed. Let us celebrate the dreams of the class of 1996 and all those who have worked to support them. Thank you.
Thank you, James. Courtney Noel Higgin. Courtney plans on attending the University of Michigan and studying biology. She received the University of Michigan Regent Alumni Region Scholarship. Courtney is a member of the National Honor Society, a member of the Flag Corps, and a marching band. On her free time, Courtney volunteers at the Troy Beaumont High School. Courtney Higgin.
Good afternoon, fellow graduates, parents, faculty, Board of Education, Superintendent Dr. Joan Sargent, and President Klenow. Today, we stand here united as a class. Tomorrow, we go our separate ways as individuals. What we do tomorrow and the rest of our lives is up to us. Everyone has dreams of what they'd like to do after graduation. Some of us believe our dreams are out of reach, but that is far from the truth. Everyone is capable of accomplishing anything with enough hard work and perseverance. We have to set goals for ourselves and strive to be the best we can. Explore many possibilities and take chances. Hard work may not always be rewarded, but never let that stop you from trying again. Remember, the road to success is always under construction. Realize failure is always a possibility. The future is unpredictable, but never use that as an excuse not to follow your dreams. The only real failure in life is a failure to try. We cannot waste our time believing we are not good enough or smart enough because life is too short and lost time is never found again. Everyone at one time or another fails, but only the truly successful people pick themselves up and try again. The key to success is to never give up. If we believe in ourselves, anything is possible. After graduation today, remember, every one of us has the potential to do great things. We just have to decide to be the best. Graduation should motivate us to want success. Our high school diploma should not be viewed as an end, but rather a stepping stone to bigger and better things. For the past 12 years, my parents have instilled all of the preceding ideas in me. Whenever I failed, they told me to try again. Whenever I did not live up to my potential, they told me to work harder. At times, they drove me crazy. But now I'm very thankful they pushed me so hard. I owe much of my success in high school to my parents. I would not be where I am today without them, and I want them to know how much I appreciate it. Thank you, and congratulations, class of 1996.
Thank you, Courtney. Our final valedictorian, Timothy Lee McCaskey. Tim has decided to attend the Michigan State University and major in physics. Tim received the Michigan State University's Distinguished Freshman Scholarship. Tim is a National Merit Scholarship finalist and was the Vice President of the National Honor Society. Tim participated in our Quiz Bowl team, Science Olympiad, and the NASA Cooperative Satellite Project. Tim was also a member of the band and orchestra at Utica High School. Tim McCaskey.
Good afternoon. On behalf of the class of 1996, I would like to wish a very warm welcome to all those who have helped us make this event possible. To the Board of Education, the administrators and faculty, families, and honored guests, we thank you. Now, I would like to wish my fellow classmates of 1996 congratulations. This congratulations is due us because, after 12 years of hard work, we have finally reached the pinnacle, graduation. Graduation represents a culmination of drive and scholarly achievement, and every one of us should receive the most sincere praise. As valedictorian of your class, it is my pleasure to act as a representative of the Utica High class of 1996. However, the distinction of acting as a representative does not rest exclusively with myself, the valedictorians, the honors graduates, or any one group for that matter. It rests with each of us here. There is a determination to succeed present in this class that will allow everyone graduating from it to act as a positive representative of our school and our ever-changing society. It is my hope that others who observe our class of individuals can view us in a positive light, and that each of us, as members of a community, can be proud to say, I am a part of the Utica High class of 1996, and it was there where I was inspired to succeed. The task that now rests with us is to make something of ourselves. As a whole, this class represents a wide range of talents, aptitudes, drives, and aspirations for the future. I have a hope that each of us will work to benefit humankind as we work to better ourselves. I'm aware that the search for a specific niche in society can be a difficult one. Still, if everyone here uses his or her own motivations and dedication to fill a place in society, this class has the potential to be at the forefront of our progressing age. I realize this speech may be just another 2 minutes between you and the end of your high school lives. However, since, as the poet John Donne stated, no man is an island, I think it is important that we recognize our families, teachers, administrators, and all of the other people who have supported us along the way, for it is through their guidance that we have become who we are. I look forward to seeing what all of us can accomplish. Always remember that if we follow our beliefs, including a belief in ourselves, there's nothing we cannot achieve. Our class as a group has shared many experiences, both positive and negative. It is now time for us to take our experiences and use them to achieve our goals. I would typically wish all of us luck in such an endeavor, but with our determination, I doubt luck is needed. Now it is time to make the rest of the world aware, as we are, that our class of 1996 is going to make a major impact on the future. Remember, we get only one chance to write ourselves into posterity. It's time to take advantage of that chance. Thank you for all the memories. Carpe diem.
Good afternoon, fellow classmates, faculty members, and families. My name is Jennifer Allen, and I am the 1996 Senior Class Secretary. I would like to introduce to you the President of the Board of Education, Dr. Carol A. Klenow. Carol Klenow has been a member of the Board of Education since 1993 and was elected President of the Utica Community Schools Board of Education in 1995. She is also a trustee for the Utica Community Schools Foundation for Educational Excellence. Dr. Klenow is Assistant Superintendent for School Support Services with the Oakland Schools, where she serves as Administrator for Instructional Technology, Data Processing Services, Curriculum and School Improvement Consultant Services, and Media Services. Dr. Klenow holds a Bachelor of Science degree in Mathematics from Michigan State University and a Master of Arts degree in Mathematics in Secondary Education at Oakland University. She also holds a doctorate in education in Administrative and Organizational Studies from Wayne State University. Dr. Klenow is a former teacher and now has 2 children attending school in the district. And now, with great pleasure, I'm proud to introduce to you Dr. Carol A. Klenow.
Thank you so much, Jennifer. It is very much a pleasure to be here this afternoon to witness this graduation and to represent the Board of Education. Your valedictorians certainly had much to say about the dreams that you hold, about the future that lies in front of you, and the uncertainties that may be out there, and the strategies that you might use to deal with them. This is an important occasion for all of you, and we're certainly very proud of you. A lot has happened since you first entered kindergarten in Utica Community Schools. And what I know is that with each day that passed, the school district worked very hard to shape the instructional programs in order to prepare you for pursuits beyond high school. Class of '96, rest assured, you are well prepared to enter the world that faces you. You are ready to embrace it, and you're ready to add your own imprint as the world continues to unfold. As you are ready to take the next steps in life, the world is waiting to provide you with a wealth of experience and opportunity. Mr. Mann started this ceremony by talking about the fact that there's a mountain waiting for you and urging you to go and find it. Get on your way. I urge you to climb that mountain to make your life a meaningful and joyous one. On behalf of the Board of Education, I extend congratulations and best wishes to the parents, the families, the friends who are here, but most importantly, to the graduates of the Utica High School class of 1996. Congratulations to all of you. And now we've been sitting here waiting for this particular moment that has arrived. I think this is what you came for. By the power vested in me by the state of Michigan, and on behalf of the Utica Community Schools Board of Education, it gives me great pleasure to present the class of 1996 with their diplomas. I think you're excited. Ladies and gentlemen, let us proceed with the ceremony. I don't know.
Timothy Lee McCaskey.
Courtney Noel Higgin.
James Joseph Hendrickson.
Anna Maria DiMaggio.
Cherish Hope Dieter.
Jeremy Harold Chambers.
Stephen Michael Ross.
Holly Nicole Bolgar.
Michelle Lynn Billette.
Jennifer Renee Bobel.
Jennifer Lynn Allen.
Alexander A. Ali.
Kelly Ann Schneeman.
Kimberly Ann Tityoung.
Jennifer Lynn Van Housden.
Timothy Gerald Chahorsky.
Jonathan Christopher Apt.
Brent Frank Agrusa.
Manib Mirza Ahmad.
John Calvin Albright, Jr.
Heather Marie Aldrich.
Sean Allen.
Matthew Augustine Anderson.
Adrian Suzanne Angieski.
Christopher Dennis Armitage.
Jody Marie Armstrong.
Stephen Michael Arnott.
Anna Marie Arroyo.
Kristen Michelle Atkins.
Robert Sean Oppely.
Haley Marie Austin.
Gary John Ayers.
Marie Louise Balsama.
Melissa Evelyn Balin.
Jennifer Ann Bartoy.
Tina Marie Bastian.
Tamara Elise Bays.
Kristen Suzanne Bobian.
Monica June Bellman.
Daniel Lee Belton.
Dennis Anthony Burchell, Jr.
Jason Michael Bastard.
Michael H. Beydoun.
Jocelyn Therese Belzak.
Jacqueline Marie Belzak.
Lori Ann Biende.
Jennifer Lynn Bishop.
Danielle Nicole Blocky.
Jason Michael Bobbitt.
Allison Danielle Booth.
James Michael Boyd.
Melissa Lynn Braun.
Jeffrey J. Brennan.
Nikki Ann Brugnoni.
Nicole Marie Buchanan.
Michael Thomas Burns.
Andrew Vincent Kokosa.
Jennifer Lee Campbell.
Tiffany Ann Campbell.
Kellyanne Cantu.
Sarah Lynn Carter.
Mark Christopher Casper.
Ryan Ray Siskey.
Melissa Dawn Clifton.
Edwin Manuel Colon.
Crystal Gail Cook.
James Boyd Cook.
David Gatti Corliss.
Charles William Crone.
Jennifer Lynn Cronin.
Kara Ann Cruikshank.
Brian John Dahl.
Tara Lee Darrow.
John Joseph Davis.
Scott Allen Detzler.
Crystal Lee DeWitt.
Mary Beth DeHunt.
Natasha Domofsky.
Heather Lynn DeVito.
Delavar Georgievich.
Michelle Elaine Dubé.
Thomas Anthony DeBrico.
Andrea Lee Edwards.
Melissa Ann Erkey.
Amy Christine Emerson.
Matthew John Evans.
Audrey Lynn Pachola.
Shannon Marlene Fallon.
Matthew Wade Faust.
Amy Marie Ferrens.
Robert William Ferguson II.
Lisa Renee Fick.
David Jason Figueroa.
April Rose Finazzo.
Brandon Scott Finley.
Jason Michael Fox.
Kimberly Ann Franchek.
Eric Christopher France.
Michael Paul Freigruber.
Jeremy Fricky.
Jillian Marie Funky.
Erin Lorraine Gardner.
Christopher Lee Goronsky.
Anna Marie Genovese.
Edith L. Gibson.
Christopher Jeffrey Giles.
Darren Anthony Golem.
Michelle Elizabeth Gooch.
Joey Lee Geralchek.
Stacy Lynn Grabanowski.
Michael Peter Gray.
Scott Peter Gresner.
Brian Daniel Griffin.
Jennifer Lynn Grimmett.
Lauren Lynn Gustella.
Michael David Gustner.
Stephen Thomas Guistala.
Eric Joseph Haddon.
Christina Michelle Hager.
Dina Hamzy.
Frank Albert Hanley.
Kathy Lynn Harris.
Jennifer Marie Hefter.
David Andrew Hedgie.
Trevor Thomas Hellebuck.
Jenny Lynn Henson.
Timothy Dale Henson.
Sarah Christina Verheilen.
Linda Jean Hickmott.
Brandon Robert Highfield.
David Wayne Hill.
Juliana Margaret Hinckley.
Heather Marie Holland.
Richard Corey Holmquist.
Joseph Brian Hosty.
Christina Lee Jackman.
Claudia Marie Jackman.
Donald William James.
Charles Frank Jeffcoat.
Theodora Joandria.
Jennifer Joy Jones.
Tracy Marie Jones.
Mark James Kasmar.
Robert Najib Casa.
Ryan Christopher Keidel.
Jennifer Lynn Kelly.
Christopher Paul Kenzer.
Amy Maria Kennedy.
Lance Jared Corestis.
Azam Khan.
Beth Susan Kirschner.
Jeremy Jason Klobuchar.
Scott Edward Knobloch.
Thomas Michael Kopitz Jr.
Jason Kane Koss.
Raymond Donald LaForest.
Rachel Ann Leib.
Anthony Richard Lambert.
Joseph Timothy Langford Jr.
David Casimir LaRue.
Jason Peter Laub.
Lyle Paul Lefevre.
Brent Scott Lemarise.
Jason Conrad Lewandowski.
Melanie Ann Lewis.
Jeffrey Lee Lincoln.
Susan Jane Lind.
Kevin Gerard Littner.
Marie Lychai.
Leanna Lily Lukovic.
Rosanna Loyacano.
Kevin Donald Long.
Christian Alexander Lutens.
Michael Edward Lovelace.
Lisa Anita Lucas.
Angela Marie Maciejewski.
Ryan Philip Manza.
Haley Jane Mahan.
Deetra Marie Malugin.
Nicholas Robert Mancini.
Christy Ann Mandracia.
Richard Joseph Markovich.
Bryn Elizabeth Marinek.
Angela Lynn Marshall.
Carrie Ann Mazakowski.
Andrew Damian Mazai.
Matthew Russell Matskovich.
Adam James Maxlow.
Matthew Carl Mayock.
Dawn Nicole McAllister.
Jennifer Marie McCabe.
Sherry Marie McDaniel.
Mark Thomas McNally.
Jamie Joy McRoberts.
Jeremy John Meldrum.
Natalie Lynn Murray.
Shelley Ann Miller.
Kelly Lynn Mitri.
Margarita Ellen Monteleone.
Matthew Chad Montville.
Jacqueline Lorraine Morgante.
Andrea Marie Morley.
Jason James Moscone.
David James Murray.
Matthew Frederick Navarre.
Terry Lee Newman.
Dragisha Nikolovsky.
Melissa Berdine Knoll.
Tracy Marie Noonan.
Brian Robert Orlowski.
Nicole Jean Osentoski.
Holly Beth Owens.
Mandy Elizabeth Owens.
Shannon Marie Pacella.
Cheho Pack.
Garang Hasmukh Patel.
Rohan K. Patel.
Scott Gregory Payton.
Michael Robert Pearson.
Nancy Petrevsky.
Kelly May Petroff.
Kenneth Michael Pettick.
Heather Melinda Pike.
John Henry Pinot.
Cheto N. Popovich.
Jason Edward Potter.
Crystal Marie Power.
Jason Lawrence Prentice.
Daniel James Price.
Vito Vincent Pugliaris.
Aaron Allison Pizel.
J. Ryan Radcliffe.
Michelle Ann Rappin.
Noel Jean Rowie.
Matthew Robert Rea.
Carnisha Luchelle Reed.
Brian Candler Reeves.
Michael Patrick Rehan.
Jacqueline Ann Renberg.
Christopher Robert Redditch.
Stephen Matthew Reddig.
Matthew Lewis Ruers.
Erica Marie Richards.
Robert Sean Robertson.
Robert Max Charles Sterling Robison.
Adam Rojeski.
Carol Lynn Ruiz.
Justin David Sarower.
Sarah Nicole Schackermeyer.
Joshua Maurice Schulte.
Stephen Cruzen Scoggins.
Kelly Ann Scott.
Jeffrey C. Seaman.
Marie Stephanie Shaib.
Carolyn Mary Shepard.
Melanie Elaine Sheridan.
Michelle Elizabeth Schock.
Amy Jane Schultz.
Gurneet Kaur Sadhu.
Michael Simbida.
Jesse Stephen Cyrus.
Kimberly Ann Scovran.
William Scott Smedley.
Justin Elmer Smith.
Sherry Pauline Smith.
Lori K. Smith.
Mark David Smith.
Aaron Kathleen Sokol.
Mandy Summer.
William Charles Sorensen.
Amanda Ann Sosnowski.
Nicholas Sova.
Robert Paul Spies.
Jason Lewis Stannis.
Brian Scott Steen.
Dawn Marie Still.
Jennifer Kelly Sullivan.
Sandra D. Safranik.
Jennifer Ellen Tazanari.
Sebastian Joseph Testagrosa.
Kenneth Andrew Thomason.
Catherine Lynn Thompson.
Matthew Stephen Thorpe.
Alexander Todorsky.
Catherine Ann Tomko.
Ilko Trimseski.
Jacqueline Suzanne Trupiano.
Rika Touche.
David Allen Till.
Rose Udicki.
Brian Michael Urban.
Robert George Van Acker.
Jeffrey Allen Vandenbroek.
Crystal Marie Van du Soler.
Jennifer Ann Van Heck.
Nicole Ann Banyer.
Christine Helen Van Winkle.
Melissa Ann Bellis.
Michael Allen View II.
Anne Marie Margaret Vitale.
Laura Ann Vrabel.
Brandon Michael Walker.
Colleen Ray Walker.
Gary Wanalek.
Salvatore James Warner.
Thomas James Waterhouse.
Jennifer Lynn Weldon.
Michael Carl Wenzel.
Kristen Camille Westmore.
Nedra K. White.
Paul Brandon Williamson.
Sean Marie Wilson.
Aubrey Ann Weiss.
Ryan James Whitcow.
Mark Allen Witulski.
Billy Jean Wold.
Timothy Raymond Wolkin.
Christina Marie Volasevich.
Ryan Emmett Wood.
Nicole Noel Woodcraft.
Julia Lynn Woke.
Fawaz Moshi Yako.
Andrew Douglas Young.
Joseph Eugene Young.
Michelle Renee Zimkevich.
Good afternoon, parents, guests, and students of the class of 96. My name is Jennifer Babel, and I'm the senior class treasurer. I will be closing this ceremony by reading to you a poem written by two members of the graduating class, Kelly Schneeman and Christy Atkins. Okay. Do you remember recess? Do you remember naps? Do you remember your first kiss as we sit in gowns and caps? Do you remember junior high, bangs sprayed up and pinch-rolled pants? Do you remember how excited you were, waiting for your first dance? Then we reached our high school years, with exams, friends, and fun, going out on the weekends, many sports games that we won. We think back to all the times we wish time would fly. Now we want it all back. We don't want to say goodbye. We hear the first bell ring as we slowly go to class. Who would have thought our school days would pass us by so fast? Homecoming, prom, spring break, all held close to our heart, are now nothing but memories on this day that we part. We've shared the laughter, we've shared the tears, we've shared the memories throughout our teenage years. We've tried so hard to be the very best, but finding happiness in ourselves is our final test. I hope we all realize that these were our days. The future lies ahead now, forever and always. Stay close to those friends who mean more than gold. Your memories are rare treasures which you should always hold. The school year is over. That's something we can't fix. But we all know where the best students come from, class of '96. We would like to thank those teachers that made us come alive, who believed in who we are and made us really strive. And we would like to thank everyone who helped us along the way. You wanted us to know the feeling on this graduation day. The day has finally come that we should all say goodbye to all the friends we made and the teachers that made us fly. Now look to your left and look to your right and say farewell to your friend, because the class of 1996 has now come to an end. Thank you.